Hey you guys, welcome to another makeup and chat video. I know it's been a minute. Has it? It's only been a week, y'all. Actually, no, 3 days. I just dropped a video about this wig that I have on about 3 days ago. Yeah, yeah. So we're doing review of Married at First Sight season. What is this season? 25? It's given 25. I I think they had 25 episodes, honestly. Um 16. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. So today we'll be discussing Married at First Sight season 16 as an overall video because I'm not gonna do a breakdown for every single character because they're all characters this season. Quite a few episodes I didn't watch. Just give you um how do I say this? So I got annoyed after a while, so I stopped watching. I want to say the last two, three episodes prior to the reunion, though. I didn't watch the reunion part one. However, I don't think I want to discuss the reunion on this episode, on this video. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever comes out my mouth is what comes out my mouth. Yeah. So I am going to do my makeup as well. This is what it's called, makeup and chat. And with this makeup, I am going to, I want to say a basketball game. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. I know it's at um, the arena. I want to say it's a hangout with the Orlando Magic, but I'm not sure if it's an actual game tonight because I don't watch sports. I just know I got the invite and I went in our RSVP and I said, yeah, I'm coming. So it's at 6 o'clock. It's currently 4:08. We're going to strive to do this in 1 hour so I can leave here by 5:15 to be on time this time because I'll be late sometimes, a lot of times. Anyway, that's neither here or there. I know I took a shower already, but for the purpose of not knowing what came on my face after I shower, that's not what she said. Um, I'm just gonna wipe my face. So let me find my face wipes. I feel like I opened one already, but I can't find this. I'm just gonna open another one. So I shouldn't do that, right? I don't want to get up, so I'm just gonna open. So this is cucumber extract. Should be okay. I'm only wiping my face with it. So I open another one. So hopefully, actually, yeah, it's the rose one that I opened first. The rose one is, I know exactly where it is. It's on my computer desk. And the reason why it's on my computer desk is because I was doing my makeup on my computer because I have big windows in front of my computer desk and I like to see what I'm doing. Like I like really like a lot of bright natural light when I do my makeup because I want to make sure I look okay at home so I don't look casket ready in person outside of my house. So I try my best to be as realistic with my makeup where I am contoured. See, I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. They sell up. No, let me not say that. I just felt like my face probably got a little bit dirty. I mean, I did cook a little bit. No, I cooked, I ate, and then I showered. No, yeah. So let's just do that. As you can see, I have no eyebrows. Um, this is my life. um, I have no eyebrows for a living. Okay, okay, judge me. I don't care. This is my regular face, guys. Am I pretty? You find me pretty. If you see me looking this way, my laptop is this way. Um, but I'm gonna try to look at myself in the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror. Oh yeah. I feel like taking this wig off so I can properly do my makeup. Okay, let's do this like this. Okay. All right. Do I have another one here? Apparently not. Apparently this wasn't enough. Let's use this for this. Pull you back. All right. If you didn't watch my previous video, go ahead and watch it, please. I need the views. Um, so I can be, what's the word I'm looking for? Monetized. Not only that, I also need. Ooh, child's been 6 minutes already. Let me get full. Let me get started. All right. So, um, makeup. Married at first sight. So, if I remember correctly, this season, 5 couples were Gina and Clint, Nicole and Chris as a couple. There's sort of two white couple, and we also have two black couples. That would be. Why are they escaping me? Oh my goodness. Um, I know this. Mac. No, no, no. Wait. No, 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 no. I know exactly who it was. Shaquille and Kirsten, and we have. I should know this. I should be ready to lay it on you. Let me look it up because I have a cell phone. I have an in. I, I almost said Android. The devil. I have an iPhone. Let me look it up. Season 16 cast. There you go. Wait. Okay, here we go. Jasmine and Eris. And then the last interracial couple was McKinley and Dominic. All right, so first thing first, this season was a mess. So I'm gonna do my little oil tree bed. This season was a mess. The reason why I call this season a mess is because it was a lot of drama, but nothing like what the 2 seasons ago was with Michaela. Um, so it wasn't like physically abusive, explosive season, but it wasn't like it was a lot of actually. Let's be specific. I was annoyed a lot of the times, right? I was extremely annoyed because I felt like a lot of the contestants were not being honest, and a few times I've also felt like uh, these people were progressing this season longer than it should have. It is giving, I'm here for the check. Um, versus, you know what, it's not working out. Let's just leave, right? And I'm very big on don't waste your time, right? Don't waste your time. And I can understand some people be like, oh, the oil I use is rose hip oil. Um, is this bottle right here? If you could just focus. Anyway, it's rose hip oil by Beauty Care. This thing got all the oils in here, literally. It had it has soybean oil. Let me read them for you. Soybean oil, um, sunflower seed oil, olive fruit oil, coconut oil, some other seed oil, aloe vera, lavender oil, chamomile, flower oil, tocopherol, and of course a little bit of fragrance in there. Can't forget the fragrance. Okay. And then so guess where I found this at? Ross for $5. Listen, Ross be having like the most random things for your health. And it's like affordable. I'm sure if this first came out, it's probably $40 for all them oils in one. It's $4.99. $4.99. $4.99. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, ain't it? All right, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows as I'm talking. So I want to start with Nicole and Chris. Nicole, in the beginning, a lot of people were talking about the way she's shaped. Obviously, she's a little bit on the muscular side, and a lot of the time, people were kind of making fun of her shoulders. You know, she has some strong shoulders, and it's a little. It was a little annoying after a while. I don't remember if I particularly involved myself in making fun of her shoulders, of her strong arms. However, like if someone is not used to seeing someone this particularly shaped, some people are going to make jokes, and that's what they did. And unfortunately for me, I well, I'm not saying unfortunately, but I've I go to the gym, right? So when I go to the gym, I see all type of bodies type. So it wasn't shocking to me to see somebody looking like that. But for a lot of people, apparently who don't be stepping foot in the gym, haven't seen people like that often. So it wasn't as shocking to me as it would be for others to see her like that. So there's also that. Okay. Another wipe, because you gotta wipe that off your hands. Also, I think she's pretty short. I think she's like 5'4". And I think Chris is like 6'2". So it was kind of weird to seeing that height dynamic. At first, to me, Chris was giving well, in the beginning, this is like wedding time. Chris was giving me the vibe of love me, I will take it. I'll take it. Just give me a try. Let's do this, right? It wasn't necessarily like giving macho vibes or like super intense masculinity vibe. However, people were trying to scare him into trying to alert him about how masculine and assertive Nicole was going to be. And for me, throughout the life of this season, I still haven't seen this extremist that they were trying to make Nicole to be. I didn't see it. I kept waiting for it. I kept waiting for her to get angry, for her to get loud, or quote unquote overbearing, as they made her appear to be this quote unquote I'm going to be a villain. The only thing that I can recall from Nicole this season entirely is that Nicole liked to be in other people's business. But it wasn't done maliciously, honestly. I felt like she was coming from a genuine standpoint of giving her advice in other people's situation. However, in some cases where I was also like, okay, girl, you're giving these advices, but your relationship is not that far off from these people either. And now there's one thing I can appreciate about this couple is how communicative they were, right? Um, They did not sway from conversation. No conversation was too hard for them to have. They were open and honest. There wasn't a lot of back and forth, and there wasn't much argument. They kind of get along, honestly, which I was kind of surprised. There were very few situations there that they went through as a couple, which we would expect. I felt like they came up really well, getting over those hurdles, especially the first thing about the dogs. Now, personally, I am not a pet person, so the feelings of relating to this couple about that dog situation was nowhere to be found. For me, I cannot relate. It does not compute for me. So the ideation of him crying about this dog issue was completely weird in my opinion. However, that's not my relationship. I'm not a pet person, so I don't know what it would feel like for me to possibly be without my pets for a few weeks. So I don't know. I would assume the bond you build with another being, it may not be a human being, but that's also a living being. You build that over time. So not being around something like that, you know, I could see how it affected him. But for me to be boohoo crying, I wouldn't. But I understand the sentiment, right? Should be further back. I understand the sentiment of how he's feeling. So it is what it is with that. It is what it is with that. Now, another thing too with this is, don't worry, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm just this eye right here. Let me push it back some. I'm gonna push it back. Okay. I think I like it being pushed back. Um. So with the dog situation, I like the fact that what's this girl name? Nicole. I like the fact that Nicole um, became supportive to her man, even though like she's only met him for like a week. I love. Okay, so here's the thing about good people, right? Good people always gonna be good people, whether you are fresh into their life or I've known you for 20 years, right? That good energy from someone is always going to show up, right? This is how I know like Nicole was gonna be a good person. Um, and that most of the stories that they said probably fake news. She was compassionate to somebody crying. She said, "Okay, um, let's come up with solutions." You know, as she didn't try to belittle him. She stayed there when he was crying, allowing him to let the cry out. And I love people who are also solution based, right? Yeah, you can cry about it. Yeah, stuff happens, but like, okay, what's next? What we doing? What's the solution, right? What are we doing? What is this solution? Like, what's next? All right. So how do we fix this? Yes, get it out, get your feelings out. Okay, so like what we doing? Right? Um which I love. I love that she didn't try to like, okay, suck it up, relax, not even that serious. She didn't do any of that. She didn't do any of that. Honestly, she didn't. She didn't do any of that. And I like that. Um Also at the time too, I also thought Chris is manipulative. I also thought Chris is manipulative. I still do, honestly. I still do. Um, some part of me still think he is. Now, the one thing I like, but also was like, do I want to share all that? So Nicole was pretty open about her insecurities, right? Most times when you share your insecurities with a man, they tend to use it against you. So a lot of times women tend to not share a lot of their issues with men because they're afraid that they won't be received in a loving manner. And I was afraid during the season because Chris wasn't as responsive enough for me, in my opinion, when it comes to her voicing about her shortcomings, right? And when you're not as responsive to where like you trying to uplift your woman, it gives me, that you're not serious. It it makes me feel like you're not serious. Honestly. It makes me feel like you're not serious. So I wish she didn't sleep with him that early. On top of that, but it is what it is, right? They slept together, they like each other, and then they still together after decision day. I would have hoped that more family came around besides her dad for the most part, but um, I would have loved to see more support from the family, from both sides of the family, but it felt like it was mostly Nicole's dad showing support throughout the life of this season. I don't necessarily recall a lot any family member on Chris's side showing up for him during the season either. But if you do, remind me. Um, Comment below because I don't remember. I don't remember seeing it. If you have, let me know in the comments. All right, so Chris, overall, I think he's I don't like Chris that much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chris still gives me like, you know how her dad was like, giving me serial killer vibes. I still feel that way. I apologize. Um I just I don't know. Something about him just don't match my vibe. It it just don't. It just don't. I environment from Tetley. I just no. Mm-mm. I don't see it. That's just me though. If you don't feel the same, that's okay. We're not the same, so we're gonna have different ideas. Um, I don't know. I feel like he might have a Ike Turner spirit. I just can't put my finger on it. So if their marriage lasts after this year, maybe I'll concede. But I don't know. I don't know. All right, next couple. Gina and Clint. Chad, they were talking about Gina just here for the chat to talk about her salon all the time. Salon, salon, salon. Salon, salon, salon. My salon this, my salon that, my salon this, my salon that's, my employee this, my employee that. Now here's the thing. The last episode was in San Diego. I mean, the last season was in San Diego. And they were talking about that light skinned girl on the show who was about her. I think she did real estate or Airbnb business. Um, she was talking about her career, but not as much as Gina was talking about that salon. Okay. Now, I can concede and say I have been someone who have spoke about what I'm currently working on a lot of times. Um, if I'm currently involved on a project or a particular program or a company that I'm excited about, I am going to talk about it all the time. And some of you guys know I'm doing pageantry, and that's all I talk about. And that's what I have going on. What else you want me to bring up? That's like if part of my week is doing things about pageantry, I'm going to talk about pageantry. It's the same thing about people that do Forex. All they talk about is Forex because that's what they're into right now. And that's normal. That's a human being aspect to where you cannot expect someone to not talk about what they have going on. That's unfair. That's unfair. It's my business. I'm going to talk about my business. Yeah, like I'm going to talk about my business because that's what I have going on right now. Going on. You feel me? Like that is what I have going on. So I'm always going to discuss it. Just like, back in the day, what Facebook used to say before you made a post, what's on your mind? That's what's on my mind. If somebody is going through a lifestyle change where they're going to the gym all the time, they're going to talk about going to the gym all the time. What they worked on today, um, glutes, protein shakes, how many weights can they lift now? Can they deadlift? How much they're running. Talk about macros, talk about gains. It's expected. That's the current hobby. That's the current um interest. So honestly, Gina talking about her business all the time did wasn't an issue for me. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It really wasn't an issue for me because I understand it. That's what she got going on. So it is what it is. All right. That's enough eyebrows. You like? You guys like? Bring it closer. You see it? You see it? Do you see the eyebrows? Anyway, I'm sure one of these days I'll have. So I have a second bedroom, and I'm working on making it the actual studio and not my vanity table. Not my actual vanity table, but one of these days you guys will see the change in my setup. But anyway, stop. Let's do this eyeshadow. So we're gonna do just simple eyeshadow today. Not too much. I'm using the Tap Tap palette. Okay, my computer's frozen. How am I overheated? You're not sitting on anything. Okay, my bad, y'all. I hope that I haven't frozen this whole entire time. Because on my laptop, it looked like I was frozen this whole entire time. So, anyway, back to doing my eyeshadow chat. Ooh, chat, that was ghetto. I really hope that I look frozen on camera. Otherwise, you just be staring at me looking somewhere else. Anyway, so I'm using the Tap Tap palette again. Tap Tap. How I feel like doing. Okay, we're gonna go with Coco, yeah. This color. Then I'm gonna do Zelle with this color. And that is the colors for today's makeup. I might do a third color. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. Anyway, so I did not have an issue with Gina talking about her salon because that's what she has going on. She has no children. She has a dog which she barely pays attention to that her husband during the show paid most attention to because she's always at the salon. Remind you, in the matchmaking special, I remember she said she was going through expansion where she was building out to have a wider wing in her salon. And if you're not someone who understands business, that's a lot of work for you to be at the site, for you to give directions to your builders and stuff like that. Which also sucks because at the end, we've at the reunion, we found out that them people stole her money and didn't do nothing. But that's a different conversation. So with that says, like, baby girl was going through it. Okay. So if that's all I have going on, that's all I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, she could say she goes to the gym, but like, who wants to hear people talk about going to the gym? If she don't feel like talking about it, that's because it's not number one on her priority. She probably does it, to upkeep her shape, but for the most part, it's not the main priority of her life. So if that's like, I'm sure if other couples were just as invested into talking about other people's job, like Shaquille was doing, acting like his job was the best thing in the world, um, we would probably be annoyed too. I'm just saying. I'm sure if the other couples were talking about their jobs, we would probably be annoyed too. They didn't as much as she did. Honestly, I didn't think she spoke that much about the salon. I didn't feel like she did, but that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. You know, it is what it is. This is giving me orange, but I feel like it'll like orangey red. Is that what it's giving? Okay. All right. This is a lot for Orlando Magic. Okay. This is a lot for Orlando Magic on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday, baby. On a Wednesday. There you go. And that's it. Honestly, I think y'all be overthinking eyeshadow. Eyeshadow don't need to be a lot. I promise, it does not. Eyeshadow don't be like that. It don't need to be all that at all. Um, and I'm gonna do eyeliner. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Anyway, do I wanna? um, If I keep touching it, it's gonna mess up. Okay. All right. So let's not do that. All right. Where was I? So Clint. Clint. I forgot what job he think. I remember he said he has. I think it's somewhere in the IT department. Honestly, if we're being honest, I feel like Clint um is a venture capitalist. He just has that look. He just had that look. He just have the look of I'm a venture capitalist. I make money in my sleep. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Cause I cannot recall. Cause he was so secretive about his job. Like what are you so secretive about? Like he didn't even say the company name. Granted, you don't have to. I remember for most seasons, people don't say the company they work at, but at least like they say a little bit about their job. We barely got to know what he do for a job. What is your job, Clint? For all we know, he could be the biggest drug dealer in Tennessee. Wait, what was the city they having this at? Memphis? No, it's not Memphis. Tennessee, okay? All of Tennessee. White people can be drug dealers. Don't give me that look. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, sweetie baby. They be drug dealing. All right. Don't judge me, but I'm gonna do this right now. Um, this makeup dries fast, like nobody's business, right? I love them. They rich, like it stays, it does not move. However, I feel like I'm gonna have to use the oil for this because I don't want it to dry. I know, like I just put on um I just put on setting spray, but baby, when I tell you this makeup dries fast, it dries like Jesus coming. Okay, it dries like your mama about to whoop your ass, and you trying like fix your room real quick so she beat you less. Okay, that's how fast it dries down. Honestly, I'm gonna start using. Let me blend, blend, blend. Okay, note to self: we need to use the oil for future reference because, darling, the darkness that yeah, yeah. I'll try to fix it here so it's not cakey when I put on the concealer up here. Okay, we're all covered. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Here was bothering me. Just to be safe. Okay, put it together. See, here never takes. I don't know, like that line of separation on my cheeks always bother me when it comes to my makeup. Anyway, I like to do my makeup with darker foundation, and this is classic 10. Um, that way it's easier to contour, and I just do a shade closer to my shade for concealer. That way I don't like if I use a foundation closer to my actual skin like this one, um, then I wouldn't need to go 3 shades lighter for the concealer. Make sense? I can just use a one that's 1 shade higher than my actual makeup and then contour that way. So it look natural. Now, baby, if I'm going to a gala, baby, We going all the way. We going all the way. You feel me? We going all the way. Okay. We going all the way. All right. What are we talking about? I got 15 minutes. uh so ever since, actually, let's be honest, this relationship was doomed from the start. Here's how I know they were doomed from the start. Um the flight there. I believe it was delayed. The flight was delayed, that's one, right? Flight delayed, boom, problem. They got there, their luggage is lost. Second problem. Okay? Luggage lost, they got nothing to wear. Okay? Mind you, I just met this man 24 hours ago. Our luggage is lost. Third, um, their ride is lost. They're, they figured, well, since we ain't got no clothes, let's go roam around Mexico. And then they got lost in Mexico. Okay? There's a lot of problems going on. You know how God be sending you signs and you just avoid them at all costs? This is one of them. This is one of them, sweetheart. This is one of them. They were ignoring all the signs. Ignoring all the signs. Just ignoring all the signs. Like, how you miss that, ma'am? How you miss that? Both, actually, not just ma'am, both of y'all. How did y'all miss the signs? Like you're not supposed to work out. Like they get along, yes, over the course of of the season. It just wasn't there. It just wasn't there, and that's okay. Some people are better along as friends, and some people are, you know, are good in relationships. They just wasn't meant to be. You feel? It just wasn't meant to be. And we can't fault them for that, right? Actually, I can. I can fault them for not seeing the signs. It was right there. It really was. It was right there. Nothing in their face. And then the whole comment about he usually date tinier women. Uh, okay. What's the problem? Let's be for real, Gina. You're not what he usually date. And during the season, pictures of his exes. Actually, when I say exes, one of his ex came out. And baby, the girl was tiny. She was 5'2" or 5'4" at the most. Petite woman, fit, and I'm talking like probably a size 2, model-esque body. Ma'am, you look nothing like that woman. You look nothing like that woman. And that's okay. Don't be up don't be up in arms about it. I'm sorry. Like you asked him a question and he answered you honestly. What did you expect, ma'am? Well, she wanted him to lie. Well, baby, this is not a black man. He's not gonna lie to you. Okay, this white man's not gonna lie to you. If you want a man to lie to you, ask that question to a black man. Okay, ask that question to a white man. I mean, to a black man. They will lie, lie, and lie. They will lie. They will still lie. Still lie is your name. Lie, baby, lie. They will lie, lie, lie. Okay, they will lie. Lie, baby, lie, lie, baby, lie. They will lie. They will lie. They will lie to you. They will lie. Lie like a dog. Dog you out. Lie, baby, lie. They will lie. Lie to your face, baby, lie. Okay? There's one thing a black man gonna do is lie. Lie. They will lie, baby, lie. Lie to your face. Lie, baby, lie. They will lie to you. Lie. Yeah. Okay, I got 10 minutes to finish my makeup. I got 10 minutes to finish my makeup to get ready, to get dressed up, to go. Hold on. Let me make sure I add a little bit more. Because the concealer kind of like wiped off the beginning of this. Like, baby, what is you doing? Oh no, baby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, since I don't use this for highlight, glitter highlight, I might as well use it for this. Oh, baby, it's working. Oh, I think I like this better. Okay. I just finally my tool to contour my nose. I love that. I love that for me. You know what I just thought about? I should have just went live on YouTube. Next time, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Besides pre-recording, um, mhm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so Gina and Glenn, I just feel like there just wasn't meant to be. If they looked at the signs from the beginning, it just wasn't there. And that's okay. They tried with the experts coming in, the therapists coming in, it just wasn't there. All right, now McKinley and Mackenzie, the double M's. Honestly, I'm happy that Dominique left early. At the present time, I don't think. I mean, at the during filming, no way me being a wife is going to be a wife with someone living in somebody's basement, right? Some people were saying like, "Oh, she could have waited, for them to figure it out." Um, but there's no guarantee in this. I'm already um in an experiment. I'm already in an experiment that I chose to put myself a part of. Granted, being married is a risk in itself. However, like in regular marriages, I've known you for quite a bit for me to know what direction of this marriage is going. There was no guarantee that you were going to purchase a home or get an apartment or like um having a condo, right? You should already be set. Now I can see where the idea, well, he just moved into town, he doesn't know, like he got approved for the show, so maybe he just want to test it out. He didn't see the reason to purchase or get an apartment if he's not he could possibly not stay in the city, right? Maybe she looked at it like, okay, is this a true calculated risk? And she said, you know what? I don't want to take that risk. And that's her prerogative. Nobody needs to make her feel bad for making a sound decision about her life. You feel me? The girl said, I smell dust. Let me go. I smell instability. And I will not do instability. And that is the woman's choice, right? If she feels, ooh, my laptop about to die. Okay. I'll make this quicker. If she feels like if she feels like she doesn't want to be in anything that's not stable, that's her prerogative. We cannot shame a woman for choosing stability. All right? And that's it. That's it. That's all. You feel me? I'm gonna go get my charger. Okay, I'm back. So, what else is left to do? Oh, lashes and lips. Um, I feel I'm feeling very red today, so I don't know why, cause I don't think I have that many red outfits. Before I do that, let me put on some oil on my lips. Some oil, cause This is a matte lipstick, so let's do that. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Get on all the nooks and crannies. Okay. So I've been saving the last two couples for this reason. You know what never um ceased to amaze me as a black woman in America, okay? As a black woman in America is that black men will never cease to be disappointing on camera. Okay? Whether it's on social media, on TikTok, or on 4K, on national TV. It's a phenomenon. Mhm. At this point, it's a phenomenon because I would like to know where do they find the audacity to embarrass black women all the time like this on camera? Okay? Like, we have two type of black men on this season. We have the annoying one and the over sexual one. And usually, if a man mostly talk about sex, you're childish because you have nothing else going on. Like, we like to talk about how Gina was talking about her business all the time. Can we talk about how Eris was only talking about sex? Had nothing going on. At least talk about your job. Like, nothing but sex. The man was talking about sex down to the trip. Um Honeymoon trip. Like, hold on. I just met you. See, I can understand, like some sexual innuendos to make it a little saucy, a little bit of spark. But baby, like, I just met you. Like, literally yesterday or 2 days ago. No. Like, respect me. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Okay? Respect yourself. And then we have the annoying college kid. I said college kid because he's still talking as if he's a college kid. Boy, you getting a master's. You need to sound like someone who has a master's. There's no way you are that annoying in real life. This man was complaining about support every other episode. Actually, no, every episode. If he wasn't complaining about her not supporting him enough, mind you, I just met you. You're not supporting me enough. He was complaining about, her not doing enough in the house, not talking to him enough. And come to find out, Kristen was saying, well, bro, like you stay out hours of the night. And then when you come home, you go straight to sleep. When we gonna talk? In our dreams? Bro, like you had bow ties laying around that you saw yourself like you are not that interesting to talk to. You grow plants like a woman would. Like any other male hobbies that you have besides hanging with other young men all the time? Bro, the level of annoyance that this man had me was in a chokehold because it made no sense. It truly made no sense. This man was talking about like stuff. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't even take on a date. The two friends went on a date on the show. It's not crazy. You're sitting here complaining all the time that she's not trying hard enough, but you're not even courting. Where's the courtship? Yeah, you got married on TV, but like, bro, there still needs to have a courtship. You need to be dating. You need to be going out on dates. That was no dates with Shaquille. No date for Shaquille and Eris. They both did not take their wife out on dates. Yet you want them to do what for you? You want me to support you? In what way? I'm gonna support you in my thoughts. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, okay? You're in my prayers. That's my support. You're in my prayers, okay? That's how far it goes. You're in my prayers. That's it. What else you want? What what else could you want? What else do you want? Like, be for real. You want me to travel with you. Mind you, Kirsten, her honeymoon, she spent 2 days from her honeymoon in a different city, not the honeymoon location, stuck in a room. You think she want to be stuck in a room for a second trip with nothing to do? You think that's fun? Honestly, it felt like he needed to have a a trophy wife that he just brings around to showcase to his to other men, which is fine nevertheless. However, like usually men who treat women like trophy wives, they usually have trophy wife money. Okay? They usually have trophy wife money, access, resources. Shaquille was flabbergasted when she said, "You need to buy me a house." But yet you want a trophy wife to like parade around all the time? Ooh, look at my wife. I want my wife to be around everywhere I go, support me, support me, support me. But yet you don't have support me wife money. Make it make sense, Shaquille. Shaquille. What's T, Shaquille? Like, Where they do that at? Apparently in Tennessee, that's where they do that at. Like, make it make sense. You're not taking me on dates. You're not feeding me. Actually, you only fed me one strawberry one time with whipped cream, and I barely got to enjoy it because you stuck your tongue down my throat. You stuck your tongue down my throat before I could even enjoy it. Before I could even enjoy it. Like, is this your king? Ah, bah. Just de Nazareth. Palemsano, eh? This is your king? Like, you flipped out over trying to take me, like, buying a house. Yeah, buy me a house for me and my 5 kids that you want to have. You know? If a man complains all the time, it is hard to see you as masculine. I'm so sorry. It's hard to see you as masculine. It's very hard to see you as masculine. Okay? Okay, sugar? A man take charge. A man take lead. Complaining all the time is not taking lead. And excuse me. Here's the funny thing. Um, After they moved in to the apartments, they had like another married couple come see them, and the married man literally said, "You need to take control. You need to show leadership." Don't quote me on the exact words. You need to take leadership. So these are the March. Are these the March fruits? Yeah, these are the March um lashes. I know in the previous video I showed you what the February Marches look like. I like these better because they fluffier. I don't know why. I like these better. But yeah, like I can't take you serious. And also someone who's heavily sex focused, I can't take you serious either because you have no depth. You have no depth. Honestly, if we're being honest, both genders didn't have much depth either to talk about. However, the women were not as annoying as the black men were. If we're being honest, if we're being honest, they weren't as annoying as the black men were. This can we can chop this up to they don't have enough relationship experience or communication style experience to where like okay so maybe I do need to see a relationship therapist or just a course on relationship conversations. It could be that as well. So I mean, throughout this season, they have learned how to better communicate, right? However, with this better communication, some of the behavior did not stop from these men. We can see a change in behavior in Kirsten. We could see a change in personal development with Jasmine, but we barely saw personal development in either black man. I didn't see much change. Did you? Because if you did, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If you if you saw it, let me know. I don't. I can't recall what change I have seen in either black man. I cannot. So it just simply did not exist, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. Um, I will come back and do a video on the reunion. But as of right now, let me get dressed so I can go. Ooh, child, it's 5:35. Y'all remember when I said I gotta leave at 5:15? Well, that ship has sailed. According to my phone, I have to leave here in 4 minutes. 5:39 for me to be there by 6 o'clock. But okay, let's put this in. Considering I already showered, it shouldn't take me long to get dressed. I just need to find an outfit that match my red makeup. I just felt like being red today and crazy. Alright. Okay, let's get dressed. I'll be back. Okay. What do we think? How I look? Don't I? Sorry, I had to flip my mirror. What is it giving? We're cute. We're cute, right? Okay. Now, last setting spray. I don't need you to move at all. But yeah, guys. So these were my thoughts about the season in general. Most of my thoughts were already giving on Kojo's channel, where he reviews Married at First Sight. Um, with panel discussions, I've been privy to attend a couple of these panels. So if you want to, it's Little Black Book 91. That is the channel's name. If you want to go support this black man. Okay? Good black man. All right. And I'm out. What do you think? What do you think? Hmm? Hmm? Okay, bye. See you guys next time.